You guys see me pausing? Am I all good? I think I came back to life. Okay, so let's go and see where we get those leads, because we need fresh leads coming in or we're going to exhaust our warm leads, right? Think about a pipeline. Why do they call it a pipeline? Because when you open the tap first, and it doesn't even matter if you open up the hot water, first cold comes out and then it becomes warm. If you turn on the hot tap, hot water automatically does not come out. It's first cold then warm. And guess what's pushing your cold water to come out and then it becomes warm? Yeah, there's a system behind it. There's like a machine, right? And so your machine is going to be the external groups. It's going to be other people's audiences that are already ready. They're warm for you. Right. These are already ideal people that have been sitting in other people's groups and they've been warmed up. They're not completely cold. It's just they need to get to know, like, and trust you. So the branches of that is this. The mindset is they know that they're already in a situation. They're looking for the right person to guide them. Right? Okay. So external groups, I'm just waiting for you guys to come in. Let me know about the external groups. Okay. So external groups, let's jump into it. Here's a few things that you guys need to go and check out right away. First of all, external groups do work. Utilizing other people's audiences do work. Okay? But we want to do it the right way. And so if right now it has not been working for you, it's probably for these things that you're going to check off and clean up and do. It will change, because Facebook does work. I've been hearing this a lot. Facebook sucks. It doesn't work. You got to understand how it works. And so when clients come to me and say, and I only get coaches, and they're divorce coach, I go check it out. They're all in business coaches, business groups. If you're not a business coach, you shouldn't be in business groups. You need to be in the groups where your ideal people are hanging out, because Facebook is going to take that, what you do, what you say, where you hang out, take the chunk of it and say, okay, this is what she likes, this is what she wants. Let's bring more of that to Anna. Right. So let's go through this. You need to use the 80-20 rule first of all. What does that mean? 80% of your external groups should be where your ideal people are hanging out. 20% for your own growth. So yes, be part of some business groups, but it shouldn't be the major part. Okay? So check that out. Are you more in business groups and little where your people are hanging out? Check that out. Clean it up. All right, you should be only in maximum 200 groups. I literally check this out when people are joining this community. If you're like in over 200 groups, like 400, that looks icky and spammy. I'd be questioning, why are you in all these groups? What the heck are you doing in all these groups? That means you cannot be engaging in 400 groups. So that means it's spam. You're probably spam, and I don't let them in. Could be a reason why you're not getting into groups. Right? So check that out. Clean up your groups that you're not inactive, like you're not active in. Right? Clean those up. And I get it. Along the way, we've joined groups, forgot about it. This is the moment. Now you know. Now you're going to go and do that. Okay, so join the groups where your people are. What does that mean? Get into the mind of your person. Right? Where do they think that they need help? Where do they think that they need help? Because most of you are sharing a message or getting into spaces where you want, where you are right now. Right now, you want to grow your business. Right now, you want to help other people. Right now, you want to make revenue. And that makes sense, but that's not where your people are. Again, unless you're a business coach. Your person is in the middle of shit, trying to overcome it, okay? They're not thinking about becoming a coach. And so think of it. And the best person is you. Where were you before you decided to become a coach? Where were you hanging out? What were you thinking? Where is your ideal person? Where do they think that they need the help? That's where you need to be. Navigate. Have fun. You can join groups and unjoin. Okay? Get on people's stages, guys. It is the best thing. All right, so how do you become a best member? Okay, is be active. You know, love and share the stuff of your admin. Respond under there in there. Connect, communicate. Okay, I've gotten so good at that, of being a great member, that now when I post, I just have leeway. It just goes right through without being approved because I am a great member. What does that also mean? Sharing valuable stuff. Not being spammy, you're not asking to come and join your group, you're not asking to come and join your workshop. You're sharing value for that community. You're sharing value. Why is this important? How many of you guys would love interaction, engagement, and excitement and movement in your own community? And so one of the members in your community are sharing valuable stuff and getting people to engage and move and connect. You want that. And so if I see Anna putting in a great post and she's always creating great stuff and great energy and vibe, then I'm going to approve. Right. Okay, so be a great member. Now, the other thing that you need to look at is the format. So what does that format look like in the group? Are they posting only colored posts? Is it only quotes? Is it just a phrase? Is it a long form post with a picture? Is it only a video? Check it out. Take a second to check out what is the format the admin typically uses. Okay? And so if it's a question, be intentional, guys. Like, be intentional towards your own niche so you pull out the right people. Like, if it's only a question kind of group, don't put, hey, how's the weather today? Unless your niche is all about weather. Okay? Is that making sense? You want to make sure that you're sharing value, but it's also intentional towards your own niche. All right. And so external groups are a crucial part of the growth of your own coaching business. It is a gold mine of free leads that can come in and be part of your space. And so I've got a question in the DM from when I was in the profile, and it came up and it's like, Anna, am I not stealing from other people's groups? And I know that's a secret question that everyone has. Am I like doing something wrong? Guys, you're not stealing anything from anyone. First of all, we're on social media. We're here to socialize. We're here to connect. That's what it was all made and built for, right? And so ideally, your person is going to join spaces where they feel accepted, where they feel like there's other people walking the journey just like them. Because most likely in their own environment, their family environment, no one understands what's going on. They don't understand their verbiage, they understand, and they feel like the outsider. They can't even speak because they just get judged. How many of you get through that, are going through that? How many of you feel so accepted when you're in a community? You don't even have to explain yourself, they just understand you. Yeah, and that's where your people are. And so it doesn't intentionally mean that they actually get along with the admin. Because if they're in groups, they're looking for help. And they might have joined initially for the admin, and then the vibe, the energy, yeah, they love the community. But the admin isn't just really who they're looking for. And then you come along with your words, your vibe, and they love it, and it clicks, and they're like, that's the person. That's the person. That's the journey. That's the one that I want to work with because it's exactly like what I went through. It's just exactly where I want to be. So it's a disservice if you don't show up. It's a disservice if you don't help someone. Because initially, that's what it's all about. We don't want anyone sticking around in their stucky stuff and living a crappy life. And if you're the person that can help them, why not you? So you're not stealing anything from no one. All right, let me know if that answered the secret question, or if you have any other questions of that sort, any other curiosities or things like that. It's like, this is the space. This is the time to ask the question. And if you're watching the replay, just drop it below as well. Okay? Good, good, good. All right, so you guys know that this space is not just about information. There is no way. This is about transformation, and the only way you can transform your coaching business if you actually do something. Listen, success loves speed. It doesn't mean crazy stuff. It doesn't mean about doing more. It loves speed. That means if you know something right now that's working, you just found out something that you didn't know. You found out that you're part of groups that you're not supposed to be part of. You found out that you need to go clean it up. You found out that you haven't been active. You found out that you've been using a wrong format. This is the moment to go and do it now. So we're going to close off this training today. And what you're going to go do is implement everything that I shared. You're going to go clean up the group. You're going to go join groups where your people are. You're going to check out the format. You are going to post things that are relevant and valuable for that group. Transformation doesn't happen by just sitting there and gathering more information in your notebook. You've got to go and implement. Success loves speed. And I opened it up in the profile, but I'm going to open up here as well. I have a pretty much clear calendar this week. It's so good. And so I've opened up some spots for an audit. If this today has been like, oh my gosh, where do I start? I'm opening up an audit just for a few members, okay? Because 2 I offered out there, and I'm going to share another 2 here, and that's 4 in total, okay? 2 members that want to get their Facebook external groups audited will do the implementation of what I shared here. Okay, quickly come down below and put hashtag audit. I'm going to reach out to you. We'll set up a time and we'll clean that all up, get you all set so you got amazing leads coming in. All right, have yourselves a beautiful Tuesday. We are halfway into the month that's halfway into the year. You guys, there is no waiting anymore. If you want to change your life and you're using coaching as the vehicle to do that, and you are stuck trying to figure out the pieces, it's no more time to wait and figure it out on your own. This is not a solo journey. I have not seen any successful coach do this on their own. And staying stuck allows that gap to open up, to overwhelm, self-doubt, self-sabotage. And I don't want any of you closing off 2026 the way you close off 2025. We can bring back a pair of jeans, but you can't go back in 2026 once it's closed. And I definitely am not waiting for 2027 to do something. This is the time right now. Drop in your audits. Let's get this thing going. And I can share with you what that's going to look like moving forward.